In a tense and emotionally charged weekend gathering behind closed doors, President Cyril Ramaphosa delivered what some insiders are calling the most urgent and uncompromising address to the African National Congress, ANC, National Executive Committee, NEC, in recent memory. With the party reeling from its worst public image crisis in decades and support plummeting across key provinces, Ramaphosa warned in no uncertain terms, "We are at a crossroads. Either we change now, or history will change us." The meeting, held at the historic St. George's Hotel outside Pretoria, was supposed to be a routine mid-year check-in. Instead, it erupted into a full-blown crisis summit as reports filtered in showing a sharp decline in public confidence, growing grassroots discontent, and the undeniable rise of opposition forces, especially the DA and EFF. More disturbingly, leaked documents from within the party suggested factional warfare has once again begun to cripple the party's ability to govern. Sources say Ramaphosa did not mince his words. Looking visibly frustrated and at times raising his voice, he told NEC members, "We are bleeding. Not just votes, not just credibility, but our soul as a liberation movement. If we don't clean house, we will not be governing after 2026. According to those present, the president slammed the table at one point when discussing corruption allegations involving senior ANC figures still holding office. "We cannot talk renewal while defending the indefensible. Cadres who face serious allegations cannot be paraded as symbols of our future," he reportedly said. This wasn't just another warning. Ramaphosa is believed to be pushing for what he called a final reset, a sweeping overhaul of how the party operates, disciplines its members, and selects its leadership. At the heart of his plan is a controversial proposal to dissolve several provincial leadership structures believed to be captured by criminal networks, particularly in the Free State, KwaZulu-Natal, and parts of Gauteng. The proposal sparked fiery debate within the NEC. A few senior members from the so-called Radical Economic Transformation faction accused Ramaphosa of attempting a purge under the guise of reform. One source close to the discussion claimed that a former minister even threatened to go public if the president moved forward with what he called anti-democratic restructuring. But the tension was not just political, it was generational. Younger NEC members reportedly challenged the old guard for suffocating innovation and keeping the ANC stuck in the past. They demanded more transparency, digitalization of internal systems, and the involvement of new thinkers untainted by struggle-era patronage networks. Meanwhile, outside the halls of power, the ANC faces increasing backlash from the public. Service delivery protests are on the rise, especially in rural areas that were once loyal ANC strongholds. The party's failure to address rolling blackouts, water shortages, and growing unemployment has only added fuel to the fire. Making matters worse, a recent independent poll showed that more than 58% of South Africans believe the ANC is beyond saving. That figure was particularly high among young voters, with only 14% of those aged 18 to 30 saying they definitely plan to vote ANC in the next election. The writing is on the wall. Ramaphosa ended his address with a dramatic appeal that reportedly left the room in stunned silence. "Comrades, we may not get another chance. The people are watching. If we cannot fix this movement, then we must be ready to accept that the movement no longer belongs to us." In response, the NEC resolved to form an emergency reform committee, tasked with delivering a concrete turnaround strategy within 60 days. The committee will report directly to the top six and will have the authority to audit internal party structures, initiate disciplinary hearings, and recommend suspensions where necessary. The move has been met with mixed reactions. Reformists welcomed it as a long overdue step, while skeptics say it's too little, too late. Some insiders even fear that the intensified clampdown on corruption and internal dissent could lead to an open revolt within the party. What's clear, however, is that the ANC stands on a knife's edge. The decisions made in the coming weeks may determine whether South Africa's oldest liberation movement can reinvent itself, or if it will be remembered as a relic of the past that failed to heed the warnings of history.